And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Bulls' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter. Everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And that ball is picked off. Touchdown Seminoles. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Number 0.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Gonna run it. It's Keith. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7. 2 wide out to either side. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the...
Just keeps moving. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, no!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got his man on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Bulls get it past the sticks.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, a low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Throws to the back. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Taking it the other way. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Florida State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. He's got it down to the 1 yard line right on the doorstep of Peyton. Second and goal for this offense. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. He'll keep it on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Well, you tried on first and second, and you couldn't pay it off, so let's not overthink it. Let's just go quarterback sneak. Let's just let our guy get low, pick the side he wants to run to, drive his legs, and for the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try to bully their way for the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that third down. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. Grabbing air. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. First down here for the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. You want to make sure to max. Runs, and he gets it out to the 41. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Brown will throw it, feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he's
just plowing ahead. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Skips away from pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Arkansas State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Jonesboro. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The inside handoff. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years in Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. It's a draw. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, they tried to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
They had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
To the air, it's Uiagalelei. And it's incomplete on third down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Seminoles are flying down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
That's so frustrating. I got you in the perfect situation. I get you in third and long, more predictable. I know it's going to be a pass, and then Houdini pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes something happen, scrambles around, gets the first down. Goodness gracious, this guy is so good.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for a man. It's Uiagalelei. Pocket starts to collapse. And they knocked him down almost immediately. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just a short pass to the tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the holder will put it down on the left hash. A 34-yard attempt coming. It's good. Hold on just a second. A
Personal
flag
foul.
down. Let's see what's up with that.
Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. The snap sets up the throw. And he's got it! Touchdown Seminoles!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to advance on the football.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.